Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and aspiring researchers, today we gather to celebrate excellence in research by master's candidates from across Africa. The Alele-Williams Award, named in honor of Grace Alele-Williams, recognizes outstanding research and writing in master's students in the fields of statistical and computational sciences. Grace Alele-Williams was a pioneer and champion of education. This prestigious award embodies her enduring legacy, those who push boundaries, innovate, and seek solutions that benefit our diverse and vibrant continent. Before I proceed any further, I would like to share a very brief but powerful story that captures the spirit of our community. Over the past few months, a dedicated team of 43 reviewers from Africa has worked tirelessly behind the scenes. Each reviewer, on average, assessed 2 to 3 submissions, dedicating significant time, expertise, and careful thought to a process that is both rigorous and inspiring. Despite their busy schedules, they committed themselves to fairness and excellence, ensuring that every application received the attention that it deserved. From bustling urban centers to quieter regions, their collective effort exemplifies a profound dedication to nurturing emerging talent. Many of these reviewers are mentors and leaders in their fields, embodying the values that the Alele-Williams Award celebrates: dedication to learning, a pursuit of knowledge, and a deep belief in Africa's potential. Today, I want to take a moment to sincerely thank all of these reviewers. Your timeless efforts have been instrumental in bringing us to this celebration. This year, we received 28 remarkable applications from various parts of Africa, each bringing unique perspectives, innovative ideas, and a unique perspective. The competition was fierce, and it truly highlights the incredible talent emerging from our continent. Now, it is my great pleasure to announce the recipients of the Alele-Williams Masters Awards for 2025. These individuals have demonstrated exceptional research capabilities, originality, dedication, qualities that embody the spirit of this award. First place goes to Cynthia Amol. The runner-up goes to Keneilwe Mokoka. Congratulations once again, Cynthia. And our runner-up, Keneilwe Mokoka.
Thank you so much for this honor. This award recognizes excellence in science, which I believe is everyone's mission here. So I share this with all of you. Winning this award feels like such a full circle moment for me. Growing up, I was an ardent, blog writing, placard carrying feminist. And I remember during growing up, the affirmative action wave in Kenya, where communities were pushing to have marginalized communities and women. So the importance of championing for equity and inclusion for women and marginalized communities cannot be overstated. And looking at the work of Professor Alele-Williams and her contributions in pioneering inclusion for women, this award feels more than just a recognition for excellence in science. I believe that it represents the hundreds of steps that have been made by pioneers like Professor Williams and communities towards inclusion, and it also represents the thousands of steps that still remain, and gatherings like the Deep Learning Indaba here that encourages mentorship sessions and education for women, and diversity, as you can see, are very important in pushing boundaries for inclusion. So I challenge you this week to find your opportunities to teach and to mentor. You can add that to your networking bingo card. By the end of the week, try to teach something to someone else, and I believe that furthers the legacy of the great Professor Grace Alele-Williams. My name is Cynthia Jane Amol. I am Kenyan. I am a PhD student at Maseno University, currently being advised by Dr. Lilian Wanzare. I'm also an LLP researcher at the Maseno Applied Artificial Intelligence Lab. And this year, I co-founded a community called Tonative that aims to increase the number of data sets for African languages by translating existing data sets. I'm also part of the Caribou and MasterCard Foundation Pan-Africa Women Scholars Collective, where I'm researching ways of improving linguistic diversity by using emerging technologies to increase digital inclusivity in low-resource environments. My master's thesis was on misinformation detection in code-switched Swahili English texts. So how many of us here are on social media? I believe over 90%. And how many of us, while on social media, tend to bend the truth a little bit, either to spark debates or just share information? So you tend to spread misinformation on social media. So this was the basis of my research thesis. So what we did was to collect code-switched texts, and if you're bilingual or multilingual like me, you find yourself using a lot of code switching, which is the mixing of 2 or more languages in a single utterance. So our research was to find ways of training machine learning models with code-switched texts so that they're able to classify information in the way that they naturally occur among my multilingual and bilingual communities. So we collected tweets, which are text from Twitter, and were able to train a machine learning model that is able to classify misinformation or not in code-switched Swahili English text. So I believe that this research furthers research into inclusive ways of incorporating our natural languages, and in a way that they naturally exist. For us, code switching is very common. So among bilinguals and multilinguals, like most of us in Africa, where we use code switching a lot, I believe that this research furthers that. Thank you so much.
Next up, our runner-up, Keneilwe Mokoka, is going to tell us very briefly about her work.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very honored, thank you. So my topic was on machine translation between English and Setswana in South African classrooms. South Africa has low numeracy skills amongst a lot of learners. Studies have shown that one of the contributing factors to that is the fact that English is used as the language of learning and teaching in most schools where teachers and learners are non-native English speakers. Studies have also shown that learners who learn in mathematics in a second language tend to perform poorer than their counterparts that learn mathematics in their native tongue. So what teachers tend to do then is code switch during maths lessons, so they'll code switch from English to the learner's native tongue. My research was inspired by this, and what I did was I leveraged the use of pre-trained large language models through transfer learning to translate mathematical text written in English to mathematical text written in Zwanglish. Zwanglish is a term that I coined that describes sentences that consist of words in English and Setswana. So Setswana is one of the 12 official languages in South Africa. It is also an official language in Botswana, and it's spoken across many southern African countries. So I chose Google's MT5 and Facebook's M2M100 as my models of choice, and the reason for this is because part of their training data sets consists of some of our African languages, which include Setswana. MT5 was, however, not trained on a Setswana data set, but it was trained on Sesotho data set, and Sesotho and Setswana are closely related. I then identified a classroom and recorded about a week's worth of lessons, so that translated to about 32 hours worth of recording. I then manually transcribed those recordings and managed to extract 104 parallel English-Zwanglish sentences. I took that data set and I fine-tuned the MT5 and the M2M100 large languages, and MT5 performed very poorly during inference, whereas M2M100 actually managed to translate English mathematical text to a logical Zwanglish text. During training, there was evidence of overfitting for M2M100, but my research showed that M2M100 has the potential of achieving my task. Thank you.
Congratulations once again to Cynthia and Keneilwe. Your achievements inspire us all. To our guests, attendees, organizers, and sponsors, thank you for your dedication to advancing knowledge and for being part of this vibrant community committed to African excellence and equality. Let us continue to support and uplift the next generation of African researchers. Thank you.